All right. All right, we're above the 5 minute, the 200 on the 5 minute. Okay. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Forgot to do my copy trader. All right. What we got left? 2 minutes. 2 minutes till that 5 minute. All right, 15-minute chart. 15 minute, we're below the 200. But we do have room to the upside on a bigger time frame chart. We'll see what happens. Kind of taking out these lows down here. Taking out pre-market lows. Seeing the reaction it gets off these lows. Now. Alright. Go to the 5 minute. Alright, got a minute left till this 5 minute range gets set. So overall, we're still in pretty bearish territory. We're below the VWAP, below the 200. I know we got FOMC at 2 o'clock. Do we have any other news events before that? Probably not. No, it's just 2 o'clock. Alright, so there's that 5 minute range. It's gonna be probably kind of choppy today, so gotta keep that in mind. IRBT. I think we're alright, we're displacing below. Let's see what happens here. Do we get buyers step in, or do we just get sellers that take over and just tank this thing to the downside all the way? Previous day's low. Previous day's low is what level? It's uh 12 25,560. Oh, we're pretty much... We haven't taken it out yet, but 25,560 level, previous day's low. Possible. We'll see. We're at a pivot point right now, too. I mean, I think there's a chance that this thing could hold below this range, but we'll see. Or the buyers are stepping in. Welcome, buyers. Oh shoot, I forgot to grab some. Let me grab some real quick. I'll be back. Oh, shoot. Ah, that was a bad fill. Damn it. This is like... I got such a bad fill on that. Holy crap. Man. What a ass fill. Oh my gosh. That was such a bad fill. It was a winning trade, but golly. How did I not come back in time? Oh well. It is what it is. Oh well. Profit is, I guess profit is profit. Don't long. No, I mean, I had a setup. I mean, we look at, I had a setup right there, so why wouldn't I take a long? That's why as soon as I saw that, I pretty much just marketed in right there because I didn't want to miss it. Yeah, and see, the thing about it is, I understand the market condition we're in. I'm not trying to go for some crazy, profit target. I understand we're below VWAP, right? So we're overall in bearish territory. So when I'm trying to long below VWAP, I'm very careful. I understand also it's FOMC day. We could get a lot of chops, so I'm not trying to expect any, I'm just trying to catch a high probability, just trying to catch a high probability setup. That's it. I mean, I saw this. I think, there was a pretty high probability we could go at least to this, these body candle highs up here. And that's pretty much what we did. It's alright. I mean, I didn't make much on that trade. I mean, it was, It's $100 times 7 accounts. But I'll take it, It is what if I pretty much I'm at where the market is right now. I'll take what I can get. I ain't gonna be greedy. No greediness here. Every time I get greedy, the market humbles me. Like, to me, see, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't have a bias. People come in and they have a bias of, it's going up or going down. Or I really don't care if it goes up or down. If, this moment right here, you see it bounce off the pivot point. You see all these buyers step in, right? So, buyers step in. They push it back into the range, leaving behind this super big imbalance. So, what does this imbalance tell you? That tells you that a lot of aggressive buyers were buying up that bottom. So, I figured, okay, if they bought it, we could probably keep holding this level and at least go to this, body candle high up here. Good thing this didn't tap the body candle high, because I wouldn't have taken that trade. If this wick right here would have tapped into that body candle high, then I wouldn't have taken it, because I figured, all right, we're rejecting off of here, we could go lower for the lows. But since it did not tap it, I kind of figured we could still go for it. That was kind of the mindset behind that. But it's got to get through VWAP. It's still at VWAP, right? We're pretty much hitting VWAP dead on right now. So you got to be careful here. All right, a lot of sellers starting to try to come in here. Now, right, we start closing above this range. That's pretty bullish, but oh crap, I think my thing is lagging. Hold on. Give me a second. I like the way, what's his name said it. If y'all know who, give me a second. If y'all know who Rips is, right? He said it good, right? It's just moments in time. That's pretty much what the market kind of is moments in time. You got to catch that moment in time where you could just like, you can capitalize it. You know the probability that it goes to a certain level. You're not trying to guess, like, you know, when you see me entering, I'm not just guessing. There's a strategy behind it. So I'm trying to catch that moment in time that I'm good at within the market, that a market allows me to take. This is why I said be careful here, right? We're tapping off a view op. You got to understand where you are. Like, see, this is why if I'm long, right, I'm taking profits. I'm not trying to hold through it potentially breaking through view op and running. Could it do it? Yes, but could it also have a massive rejection off it? Also, yes. And you gotta kind of like, I guess that's chart time. To be able to tell where these good levels are, where you can, you know, have a strategy where you've back tested it and you know the probability behind it and you're just trying to catch that moment in time. That's all it is. This is why sometimes you could see me come in day after day and not take a trade because I'm waiting for that very specific thing. Whatever you put into the market is exactly what you're going to get out. If you treat it like a casino, that's all you're going to get is just a casino. You're going to just keep losing money. And if that's what you want, that's fine. That's completely fine. If you want to just have fun in the market, whatever, buy some accounts, blow some accounts, buy some accounts, you know, make some money. It's like, you could do that. But if you want to actually get good at it and have a consistent, you know, success, then it takes some work. And you got to be disciplined. You got to do things that most other people don't want to do. And that's sitting on your hands a lot of times. I mean, we could very likely just chop before, bro, why is the rhythmic lagging? See, we kind of took out those highs now. I could have had my TP up here, but I had it down here just because of probability-wise. I did not want it to reject off there and me not get filled. Just wasn't willing to take that risk. Which, in hindsight, yes, it went all the way up there. But I just went based off probability wise. Yeah, I know. It sometimes delays. Right now it's going good. But it has these moments where it does delay a little bit. I don't know why it does that. Right now it's right on time, right on T. Cuz I have another brokerage account that I kind of keep an eye out on that I have, and that's kind of make sure that everything is running smoothly. But yeah, there is a little bit of a delay. You think that's going to be the only setup today? Probably, to be honest with you, probably. Yeah, I don't see another setup happening. Especially on a day like today, I grab what I can and I get out because today's just like chop, right? We got FOMC. That's why you hear a lot of people say, don't trade FOMC day, don't trade, because a lot of times a day like today is pretty much choppy. So a day like today, you got to kind of just get what you can and get out and you know, come back tomorrow. After FOMC, you'll probably have some better price action tomorrow. But I guess I'm kind of different at the same time. What other people consider garbage price action, I consider I like. So I don't mind trading this kind of range, trading chop. You could trade chop as long as you know that you're trading chop, right? So if you understand the market condition currently, then you could trade it. But if you're trying to, you know, get long and then you're having your targets way up there, trying to go for some crazy move right before FOMC, expecting something big to happen, right before it, you know, could it happen? Yes, but, you know, probability-wise, a lot of times we just get choppiness. I'm probably not going to be on for too long because I have a car getting delivered and I want to go eat before this guy comes. So he's supposed to come, I don't know, during noon. But I'm going to try to go eat before, just in case he calls me, so I'm not. Alright, so we broke to the upside, failed to hold. Kind of rejected off that view op. Now we're dumping. I was in a trade without no. You know what the worst thing is? The worst thing is if you hit TP and you forget to cancel your stop order. If you forget to cancel that order and it freaking comes back down and pulls you in and then you end up losing because you forgot to cancel, that's the worst. But at least you're up. The worst is when you're down. Then it really hurts. If you're just giving away profits that you made from a stupid mistake. That's why every time TP gets hit, bro, I cancel that. I push that flatten everything button, cancel all orders 2 or 3 times. Mr. B's going up 2K and 2,000% in 2 days. Yeah, be careful with that. That could be a rug pull. You don't want to get caught in that. That's why I don't trade. I don't trade any of that, any meme coins or anything, because it takes one person to just rug pull you, and then that's it, and you lost everything. I don't see a point of doing that when I could trade NASDAQ, and that's not going to happen in NASDAQ. I don't have to worry about any rug pulls in NASDAQ. I just trade price action. You know, if you got some money that you don't care about losing, then you know, go right ahead. But never, ever, ever, ever invest, you know, put money that you, like, would care about losing. It's got to be money that, like, if I lose that, I don't really care. Are you profitable? Are you talking to me? So what I consider profitable, listen. My definition of profitable is completely different than other people's definition of profitable. I consider even most live traders on this app, I don't consider them profitable. Do I even consider myself profitable? Technically, I would say yes, but technically no. And the reason I say no is because what I consider profitable is if you trade a live account and have proven yourself to be able to hold a live account and make money on it consistently. I've been trading prop firms with futures, so as long as I stay in prop firms, I don't consider that profitability. Like, I can hold a prop firm account, but until I actually prove myself in a live account, which I'm going to, my next payout, I'm getting a live account. So, when that happens, I don't know when that payout's going. I'm just, you know, taking my time, you know, being patient with my setups. Whenever that happens, I'm going to get a live account. Until then, I don't think any person on this app should consider themselves profitable unless you have a live account, you've held a live account. And I've traded a live account before with options, but not with futures. So unless I can hold a live account with futures and month after month after month, I could show that I'm growing my account, then you could consider yourself profitable. But even if somebody, even like you see these traders on TikTok and stuff, if you're trading prop firms, I don't care if you've taken out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 in payouts. I don't care how much money you've taken in payouts. Until you prove yourself in an actual live account, then don't call yourself profitable. Because the thing about with prop firms is, right, you could have taken out 100K in payouts, but if you would have did that same exact thing that you did to take those payouts in a live account, you would have blown your live account long time ago. Right? Because what a lot of people do is they rinse accounts, right? So they'll buy an account, pass an evaluation in one day, go full port on it, catch a couple winning trades, and then take a payout. Or, you know, and then kind of just keep rinsing accounts like that. They'll hit a couple bangers, right? Then they'll kind of coast, size down to get those trading days, like 8 days traded or whatever, and then they just keep rinsing accounts that way. That's why you hear a lot of people like, oh, I spent, you know, $55,000 this year on prop firm accounts. I spent $100,000 on prop firm accounts. It's because they're rinsing accounts. So now take a step back and think to yourself, are they really profitable or are they just like rinsing accounts? Because anybody can rinse accounts, right? I could rinse accounts too if I wanted to. I could just go crazy, but that's not what I want to do. And I actually listened to another, there was a podcast about a psychologist that deals with hedge funds and stuff like that coaches. And his take was the same take I have with prop firms. They could be they could help you out, but the way a lot of people trade prop firms, it is very detrimental if they ever want to go to live. They're building such bad habits, rinsing these accounts, that they're going to have such problems if they ever want to go to a live account because they're building all those bad habits. Right now, to be honest with you, in my eyes, the only trader that I would consider like influencer that I know that I would consider profitable is Rips, right? Rips is the only person that I would consider to be, like, I respect that dude a lot, right? He trades a live account. He posts his statements. He doesn't sell a course. He doesn't sell a Discord. He doesn't sell any of that. The dude is actually, that's kind of what everyone strives to be. Well, most people are trading PropFirm accounts. This dude is actually proving himself on a live account. And it's like, think about it. It is a whole different mindset game. Because when you're trading prop accounts, you understand if you blow an account, you could just reset, right? So you're like, I don't care, I'll just reset. If I blow this trade, I'll just reset. It's fine. You know, you can always get reset and just kind of come back from it pretty easily. When you're trading a live account and you have $5,000 in your account and you blow it and you have to reset a $5,000 account, so you start kind of like, it's a lot harder because now you're even more selective with trades. You got to be extra careful with the trades you take because it's not as simple as just resetting. You have to actually learn how to come back from losses and deal with that mental drawdown that you're going through. Is very hard to deal with. You're going to be tempted to size up when you're in drawdown. You're going to be tempted to do very stupid stuff when you're in drawdown. And you got to control yourself and have rules set in place to protect yourself. What's his name? Rips. R-I-P-S. He's on YouTube. I think he's on Kick. He's on Kick. He's on YouTube too. He's on TikTok. He's on X. He posts his like statements on X. That's how I kind of like. Let me see. I think his YouTube is his YouTube is actually not Rips. It's like Market. Let me see. His YouTube is Market Clubhouse. Yeah, his YouTube is Market Clubhouse. He's actually a professional, what's it called? He's a professional poker player. Like he was in the, whatever it's called. So the dude has a good mindset. He's being a professional poker player. You can kind of tell why he's good at trading. It's kind of a very similar thing, people playing poker and trading, right? It's a game of probabilities. So his mind thinks in that kind of sense. So I'm not going to say it's easy for him, but why is the thing so it is lagging. I don't know why my rhythmic or whatever is laggy a little bit. Oh, wow, that's laggy too. I wonder if that's my... That may be my internet. Yeah, Market Clubhouse, yeah. Are live accounts not easier since you can swing trade, or is there daily loss limits? No, live accounts are harder because there's less rules for yourself also. Right? So there's nobody stopping you from over trading, right? Like prop firms have daily loss limits, have all these rules. I don't know why it's laggy here, but prop firms have daily loss limits, all these kind of like rules that kind of sometimes keep you in place. With a live account, there is no rules. I mean, until you get liquidated, like there are, margin requirements and stuff like that, but in terms of no, you can legit blow an account in one day if you overtrade, versus prop firms kind of like it's not easier at all. It's a whole different ball game. Live accounts, just mentally, it's a whole different ball game. Because you got to think about it, right? With prop firms, people go into drawdown and they blow an account on purpose. Here, give me a second. Someone's calling me. All right, I'm gonna have to go soon because that car he's literally waiting outside for me. But yeah, how does the 30% discount work? I didn't understand. So here, let me pull it up real quick. 30% discount is, let me pull up the email so I can kind of explain to you. So, 30% off on all evals, never pay an activation fee, then get the first 100% first month test refunds. So pretty much, which means if you were to pass without a reset or rebill and then take a withdrawal, you would essentially be getting a pro account for $0. So it's pretty much 30% off, and there's no activation fee. And if you take a payout within the first month or whatever, they reimburse you that. But I wouldn't focus on the first month. Like, don't take it easy. Don't try to, like, size up just to get that reimbursed. Like, if you hit it, you hit it. If not, then not. But regardless, it's 30% off. There's no activation fee. So whatever you pay for the evaluation account, when you pass, you get put in a funded account. You don't have to pay any extra money, no nothing. Also, there's Cody from One Purse Trading. He is profitable with his live trading, social trades. Yeah, that's awesome. I respect people that do that. I really in this industry. There's so many people pretending that they're selling a course. They're doing all this just to sell a course, right? So I respect the people who are legit in this industry, who are actually trading live, not selling a course, not doing a Discord, none of that. And people, like, the thing about it is it's marketing. A lot of these people that want to sell you courses in Discords, it's all marketing, right? So yesterday, that there's a dude, right? SCI or whatever. And people are like, I saw a video, she's like, oh my gosh, this guy is such a good trader. Oh my, like, and you go to the comments and like, wow, how can I learn this? How can I learn this? The dude supposedly made like $100 million. Like, bro, come on. Like, y'all really believe that? and supposedly he's trading on an unregulated broker. Here's another thing for you guys. If someone is trading on an unregulated broker, that is the biggest freaking red flag of all time. What these brokers do is they will pay influencers hundreds of thousands of dollars a month to trade on their platform so that they don't trade essentially real money. It shows live account, but they give them money kind of to trade. And so it looks like he's trading a live account, but he's really not. Like people don't understand the mechanics behind executing $100 million order. Like, that's hedge fund level. That's like, and when you don't understand that, you fall for it. You're just like, wow, how is he doing that? Like, I'm not, if someone is trading on an unregulated broker, that is the biggest red flag. In my opinion, you should run. Because even if someone, say, has $10 million account, why in the world would you put a bunch of money in an unregulated broker? You got to be the stupidest person on earth to put, say if you had $10 million. If you put that in an unregulated broker, who's to say that broker won't just take your money and run? They could do that. There is no, like, how in the United States we have all these protections so that you don't get fraud, you don't lose your money. There's all these regulations to protect you. When you put money in an unregulated broker, that broker can run and there's nothing nobody could do about it because they're overseas. Our rules don't apply to them. So why would you put money into somebody that could just take your money and run? Either you're just super uninformed or you're just a complete moron. Or you're not really trading real money. You're trading sim money and pretending that it's real money. One of those is true. Is Top Step unregulated? So the way, no, with prop firms, it's different. There is no really regulation with prop firms. Like when you trade actual brokerage with Ninja Trader, there's a lot of regulations behind it, right? But when you trade prop firms, since it's technically simulated money, unless they actually put you in a live account, then they put you in a regulated brokerage account when you trade a live account. But when you're in the eval stage, there's not much regulations because like SEC or whatever, whoever the regulator is, it's different in futures. But they don't treat it as, they treat it as a sim account. So there's not much regulations behind it. But the good thing is like, Top Step is a little, I don't know, Top Step may be their own brokerage. It's a little different. But like other prop firms, they use a third party data provider, like Rhythmic or whatever. Like, Apex uses Rhythmic accounts, uses Trade-Evade accounts. So Apex has no control over Rhythmic or Trade-Evade connections. And that's another red flag for me. If a prop firm has their own platform, I don't know. I'm not talking anything bad about Top Step, but I'm just saying, I don't know. If they control everything, then it's a little, just for me, I don't want to do it. Just for me. I prefer trading prop firms to have third-party data providers, like Apex has Rhythmic, Take Profit Trader has Rhythmic and Trade-Evade. So Take Profit Trader has no control over your Rhythmic accounts. So meaning they can't manipulate anything. But all right, I'm gonna have to hop off. It was fun, but I'm gonna have to hop off. That guy's waiting for me outside, so I have to go help him out. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we get another, caught a little, banger today. So took what I can and just walk away. Come back tomorrow, see if we get something tomorrow, and kind of just work our way back up. But other than that, y'all have a good day. Don't overtrade. Be careful. As you can see, it's pretty much chopping sideways. So if you do take a trade, be very careful and understand that. Just take base hits. Get in, get out, take your money, and walk away. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace out.